Hello friends, how are all of you? I hope all of you must be doing great. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a work called The Autobiography of an Unknown Indian, which was written by Nirad C Chaudhary. First, I will give a brief background and then the summary. The book was published in 1951. The genre of the work is autobiography or historical essay. The setting is Kishoreganj and Calcutta. It is a mix of personal life account, cultural insight, and historical reflection. It is regarded as one of the most important autobiographies in Indian English literature. This book received a lot of criticism at the time of its release because Chaudhary has openly admired and praised British rule. He also criticized Indian society and nationalism. And the major themes are intellectual development, colonial impact, identity crisis, and criticism of Indian culture and nationalism. Now let us move on to the summary part. The book is divided into four parts. The book A is early environment, book B first 12 years, book C education, and the last book is into the crowd. Book A early environment. The first book is about author's early life in Kishoreganj, which is now in Bangladesh. The author has highlighted rural elements of Bengal such as landscapes, social structure, and traditions. His birthplace, Kishoreganj, was a part of British Indian administration. His family plays an important role in shaping his early mind, as his father was progressive and rational, whereas his mother represented traditional values. Further in the book, he has also discussed that how both Indian traditions and British influence existed together. This part serves as a personal memory and showcases the cultural history of Bengal. This part also analyzes the friction between traditional Hindu values and the desire to reach towards Western enlightenment. Now, the second book is First 12 Years. This part of the book talks about the author's formal and self directed learning. His schooling days were irregular. This part also describes his deep admiration and interest in Western literature, philosophy, history, and culture. This section tells us about the transformation of a young boy to an enlightened and self conscious intellectual, where he has Indian roots while still being aligned with the West. It highlights his experience and awareness during partition of Bengal. He explains that how political interference disturbed the harmonical existence of different communities. Now, the third part is education. In this section, it is revealed that the author has moved to Calcutta, which is the cultural and political center of British India during that time period. He observes the rise of Indian nationalism in people but criticizes this growing patriotism in the Indian crowd. He is of the opinion that Indian population lacks the discipline and unity needed for effective self-governance. This part highlights the author's detachment from Indian sentiments and growing belief in the British administration. He has described Calcutta as the second city of British Empire. He also describes the impact of influential thinkers like Bankim Chandra Chatterjee and Vivekananda. This part divulges the information that despite being a top student, he fails in his MA exams. This section criticizes the Indian education system. He elaborates that the system produced clerks rather than thinkers and how he struggled to have an independent intellectual life apart from institutional success. And the last book is Into the Crowd. The final part is more philosophical and the most controversial part of the book. The author talks about internationalism, cultural identity, and British role in this final part. He further discusses about the benefits of British rule such as education, administrative system and order. The author feels the tension of identity crisis as he is intellectually shaped by European thoughts and beliefs and culturally rooted in Indian values. According to the author, the Indian history is defined by three foreign civilizing waves, and they are the Aryan or Hindu wave, the Islamic or Muslim wave, and the British or European wave. The author shares his controversial thoughts that without the British aid, India will not be able to survive. So, yes, here ends the video. If you like the summary, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.